We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Red Raiders will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance?
Turning on the Jets. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know...
Tons of room in the middle. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Stanford! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only use... And he loses the football!
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Brown wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Quick release by the QB. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. Makes the grab on the left. And end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! Ready to try the point after.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football and takes it into the end zone for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Hudson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give out of the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Back to throw, it's Morton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen in the last couple weeks.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Making side adjustments here. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They go to the ground. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the...
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders. A methodical methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Davis. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Brown will throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ford. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Right down the gut of the field. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Stanford!
Yeah, if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Sends it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll leave it with him. Inside the 40. Wide open spaces. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cardinal! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Moving out of the pocket. Got a little space. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up and lets it fly. Makes a grab for a big play. Into the secondary on the right. Touchdown, Red Raiders. A great catch and run for 6.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner.
Oh, and they blocked it. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper was a bolt of lightning, a touchdown pass from 84 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Brown wants to pass. It's complete to the left. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line?
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Makes the catch. It's Ford. There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Tight end now in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Right down the middle. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Grabs it inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Stanford!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Morton. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the... And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Red Raiders want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Virgil. There he goes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
It's a running room. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. And the Red Raiders come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Oh, a lot of space. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. If you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To throw, it's Morton. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking for the score. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Here we go on fourth and goal, ground to cover. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Hudson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll open the second half with a run. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, and go on to the next play.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And the Red Raiders will keep this drive going. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off. And it came up good.
I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Looking to pass. It's Morton. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Gets rid of it. Got a man. It's Williams. Pulled down for the tackle. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The 3rd down offense has not been good, and add this one to the tab. Another 3rd down stop. They give up the sack. They're down by 3+ possessions. Nothing going this offense's way.
At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll try the outside to the left. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice...
He's loose. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Sends it back in motion. Brown wants to pass. Touchdown, Cardinal! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 plays.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Douglas. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Motion from the back. Back to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Snagged on the outside, it's Williams.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
And the Red Raiders are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Grabbed over the middle, it's Joyner. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Caught behind the line. It's Hudson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get...
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Stanford, 42. Texas Tech, 13.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Morton. Moving away from pressure. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
The throw to the outside is complete. The Red Raiders have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Red Raiders had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Joyner. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Red conversion. That they did on that possession.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Powers through the defender. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking left. Got his man downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for their quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Morton. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
The #1 objective for our defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Turning it on. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry, and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate, and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football in. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yards.
Touchdown, Stanford! Fitted in the window for the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Got it in the middle. It's Douglas. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on second down. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Quick handoff. Can't get him to the ground. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game.